What is going on, guys? So I want to talk to you guys about a favorite of mine. And I have an absolute favorite of mine. You can see the juice on this bad boy is almost out of there. This particular fragrance is from the house. This particular fragrance is from the house of Makin Scents. One of my all-time favorite inspiration houses, just due to the creativity, how daring he is, the price point, the presentation, customer service, and everything. Definitely one of my favorite clone houses. This particular fragrance, Apple Splash. This fragrance is a combination of two fragrances, and it's one of those layers that I feel like is just perfect. There's a few layers that I feel like are just made for each other. One is Creed Aventus, Baccarat Rouge. Another one is Creed Aventus and Black Phantom. This one here is Apple Brandy from Killian and Louis Vuitton Afternoon Swim. I feel like Louis Vuitton Afternoon Swim is a perfect layering fragrance because it is just a bright and relentless citrus. It's not a lot happening. I want to say it's maybe 3 or 4 listed notes, and each one of those notes it's a citrus. It's like a mandarin, there may be a grapefruit or something like that, or an orange, maybe a bergamot or something like that, but it's just pretty much just citrus. And it's powerful, it's cutting, it's bright, it's tangy, refreshing, energetic, and to me it layers well. So I wanted to try that Apple Brandy, and just how saturated, how sort of deep and alluring, and just sort of captivating the way that it is, and get something that slices right through the center of it. Nothing that necessarily interrupts it, but something that divides it a little bit. And this fragrance is just the perfect fragrance to do it. I got a little bit left in here, so we're gonna try this on just for the video. That is beautiful, man. You get that relentless, almost comes off like a bitter orange or like a sweet orange. It comes off almost industrial with just how strong that citrus is. And then you just get a lot of depth and darkness and warmth, and then like this boozy sort of accord comes in. It's so good, yo. And it just works. I can't really describe why and how this works so well, but it just absolutely works. You're getting like this boozy, sort of tangy woodiness that's happening in there, and it's just beautiful. I could imagine taking a fragrance that is like has somewhat of an apple boozy, warm, slightly woody, alluring and saturated accord, and then taking something like a Louis Vuitton Afternoon Swim and pairing it alongside it, and just how well that works out. I am so glad that I end up finding this fragrance on his website, and just checking this out. This is an absolute stunner without question. And I see why it's listed on the website, and that a few people have been checking it out and picking it up. It's just undeniably a stunner. Like I said, I smell this and it comes off when it first opened like very sharp, almost like a yuzu kind of sharpness. You're gonna get a lot of like this, almost like this industrial strength citrus, and then it immediately calms down. Maybe after a couple minutes, immediately calms down. The citrus is still there, but it pairs alongside of that accord that comes off almost like an apple almost. The notes in this is oak, citrus, labdanum, cedar, as well as vanilla. You're gonna get some of that smokiness, some of that damp sort of saturated woodiness. The citruses, of course. You're gonna get a nice, almost leathery, little punchy labdanum that's coming in. You're gonna get some smoke from that cedar, just a little bit, not too much. The vanilla coming in, adding a nice soft creaminess to pair right alongside that apple. Beautifully done. It's such an alluring fragrance. It's a fragrance that you just want to keep going back to and just smelling it more and more. This is a fragrance, honestly, I feel like it sort of transcends some few seasons. This to me has the ability to stand out in the spring. This to me is fresh enough and bright enough to step out in the summer. To me, this is dark enough and warm enough and has a little bit more of an alluring, comforting, and sultry vibe to it where I can rock it in the summer. And I honestly wouldn't even be afraid to pull this out in the winter. I love this fragrance. I feel like it's extremely versatile. It's a combination that I don't see people really talk about that much, and don't really see people really try that much. Seeing this available on their website and seeing him go for this, but this particular hybrid was super. It was super captivating, and I definitely had to try it. And I'm definitely gonna have to get a 30 or a 50 ml in this from now on. I love the way that this comes off, just slightly sweet, musky, woody, warm, balsamic. Has like a little bit of a tangy balsamic vibe that comes in and hangs out a little bit. You get that booziness, and I think that's what works the most, is that boozy balsamic, and then you get that sharp citrus that sort of comes in and cuts, but at the same time it hangs out and sort of meshes well with everything else. You guys absolutely gotta try this out. And once again, that is Apple Splash by Making Sense. I'll drop the link in the description where you guys can check this out for yourself. Check out their website. Huge selection, huge variety of fragrances to choose from. So I know something will catch your eye and suit your fancy. That is it for this video, you guys. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I will catch you guys soon.
Down bad, what they had didn't last, damn baby. Down bad, what they had didn't last, damn baby.